here's where you're gonna start incorporating a little bit of variation into it. But the typewriter pull-up, you're gonna go a bit wide on the pull-up bar, so it only makes sense to start going to wide pull-ups. So this is the standard. So the only answer was to add in weighted squats or start putting some type of weight within my leg training. I am weighing out my food and I'm using MyFitnessPal to track my food. Calories in versus calories out. So just remember that.
YouTube, good. I would like to report Austin Dunham for giving common balanced information regarding health and fitness. Oh, it's James, the sports science hung up. And so Austin, I've probably watched more of your videos over the last week than any other person on this planet. I still don't know what Sauce Squad means.
What's up, Sauce Squad? Austin Dunham back again with another video.
And so for those of you who haven't seen my channel before, I'm a sports scientist and I make a whole range of informational videos such as muscle fibers, strength curves, plyometrics. I have a whole series on how muscles grow involving muscle hypertrophy, anabolism and catabolism. I recently made a video on progressive overload, and I would like to quickly interrupt this broadcast with a quick money shot. Boom. And what I do in this series is I review other YouTube channels, and I called it a peer review on purpose because peer review in science is when people look at others' information with the purpose of improving the knowledge that we have, improving what we know. It's not a case of hating or trolling. Am I anabolic yet? I could have also called it James Binge Watches YouTube, and I'm not going to go into the drama too much in this video. And if you haven't seen his video, it is a must-watch video. A very dignified response. Content creators make videos on trending topics. Everybody does that. How many videos are you seeing right now on the 16-year-old bodybuilder Tristan Lee? Do you think that's just a pure coincidence? It's just part of the game, and that's how it is. It's not a big deal. But Austin, you're not going to get off so easily from this follically challenged channel. I also do that thing called breathing. I'm doing it now without even trying. And if I see you doing that breathing thing in any more of your videos, I will come after you. And so will the polite and educated shredded sports science community. And in addition, Every Damn Day Fitness did retract his statement. He also does not believe that Austin plagiarized from the Other X channel. It's just pure nonsense. Let's move on. And so calisthenics are a beautiful art. And if you like calisthenics, you are spoilt for choice on YouTube. And the reason that I love calisthenics so much is it can form a connection between the way you exercise and biomechanics and anatomy. Calisthenics in many cases use small cues, small technical cues to achieve a higher level movement, such as a scapular retraction at the start of a front lever. Of course, this applies to many forms of lifting, but there is really something beautiful and primal in calisthenics.
Yo, what's up, Sauce Squad? Austin Dunham back again.
Someone please educate me about that.
Now that I got the planche front lever down, I'm working on my one-arm handstand and a bit of human flag. There are carryovers within skills. If you can do a planche or a front lever, whatever, you might find yourself being able to do an L sit down. Remember to have focus in your skill training.
And here is a guy who is simply a freak athlete in the nicest possible sense of the word. If you look at his channel, it is heavily calisthenic. He has a few nutritional videos, but not many, and he hasn't made one for quite a while. Of course, there are a few videos in there that are not really my style, but you know, they are kind of catchy on YouTube. But look, we all make videos as we go, and it'll be interesting to see how he develops his channel. His latest video, and the mature and dignified way that he responded, is a really positive sign into the direction that he's going.
Every single tutorial is the same exact thing. They're saying, okay, you start off with the tuck position, start off with a tuck, go to a straddle, and then go to full, blah, blah, blah. Like, people are repeating the same stuff. My goal with this video is to provide you some tips that you probably haven't heard before. You want to have your hands close together when you do a front lever. You gotta think about squeezing the bar and almost pulling it apart. Squeeze and pull apart.
However, I do believe in training multiple training methods. Now, I'm never going to tell anyone what they should train. It's specific to you, specificity. However, if you are someone that's just going to train body weight, I would urge you to consider using some additional tools such as dumbbells for muscle prehab exercises such as external rotation for the rotated cuff. It most certainly is a common sense approach, if you are training purely calisthenics, to incorporate other specific exercises to improve your overall health and mobility. Having said that, so many calisthenic channels have mobility videos as part of their library, and that is a beautiful thing. But Austin isn't someone that just trains calisthenics. He does not have a tribal approach to fitness.
And how I implement bodyweight training within my routine with a little bit of weightlifting, especially for legs. However, a lot of people don't understand why I do that. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why I switch from calisthenics for legs to using weights for my leg training.
How rare is that in YouTube fitness, not being tribal? Now, is he an advanced compound barbell practitioner? Most likely not, but he's not pretending to be. He's strong, he can lift, he's competent, but he's not trying to teach anyone to be a powerlifter, unlike those other channels which have a Vince attached to them. And let's get to his nutrition. And so his nutritional stuff is really pleasant to see. He has no carbophobia. He eats carbohydrates to fuel his workouts perfectly fine. He has a focus on calories, a clear understanding of caloric deficit, surplus, and the importance of calories, tracking, macronutrient tracking also.
Daily macros are 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's protein, calories around 2,300 to 2,400. Then the rest I fill with carbs and fats.
He has If It Fits Your Macros videos, which is fine, which was popularized by Dr. Layne Norton.
First things first, as you saw, I was getting bananas. Bananas are a staple fruit in my diet, so I always get bananas.
Warning, if you're about to eat bananas, you need to watch this quick 3-minute video.
I'm getting my staple carb source, wheat bread. I usually go for the lighter calorie wheat bread because it just saves me calories over the week and over time. And those saved calories really do make a difference over time. The bread I get usually has like 120 calories, but this one I think only has like 40 or 60 calories. That's saving me like over 100 calories per day in totals of a week. That's a lot of extra calories that you can use somewhere else. Or if you're trying to lose weight, it just makes it that much easier.
And so you can eat in multiple ways to lose fat. When it comes to fat loss, it's caloric deficit, which is the key driver. And it is those scientific principles which underlie successful fat loss over time. Because when we look at fat loss chronically, fat loss happens on a per need basis. A per need basis means when your body needs to achieve it. And fat loss is also related to thermoregulation, the body's temperature. And so you can't just hack fat loss. And that really was the theme in my video that I made about the Other X channel. By the way, still undefeated, 500-0 record in the comments against those trolls. And the problem that a lot of people have when they project bro science is they look at one small part of the pie. They look at one piece of research or one abstract or one response of something. For example, with fasted training, they can see that fat utilization may increase. So they look at that one small part of the fat burning pie and they extrapolate that to mean that this form of training is significantly superior for fat loss, when in fact when we look at the data and the research as a whole, and when we look at fat loss as a long-term chronic process, we see that it's not significant. When I watch your videos, Austin, it was such a nice thing to see what a balanced approach you take, and you're clearly an intelligent person. And he's successful at a fairly young age, and that's not meant to be condescending. He's kind of grown up on YouTube, being successful, being in the spotlight. Of course he's going to slip up here and there. But here's the important thing. How do you respond to it? And so let's get to Jawcercise Gate. Jawcercise, did I say that right? Essentially, he at one time in his channel, he promoted and talked about jaw exercises and products, etc. And he was critiqued, specifically by Christian Nielsen. Now, I like Christian, and Christian is allowed to speak his mind. He's allowed to critique people, because whenever you put videos on YouTube as a content creator, of course you are allowed to be critiqued. It's not as though we're going into people's bedrooms and crashing their private conversations. And so Christian was one of the people that critiqued the Jawcercise videos. But then recently, he made a video supporting Austin in relation to the Other X channel, and he said this.
I encouraged him to just delete the jawline videos because of the harm that they could potentially cause for people. And it's really awesome to see that, okay, you have actually deleted the jawline videos. Like, mad props to you, Austin. That's really something.
He deleted those videos. He removed income from his pocket, passive income, and in order to correct himself. And you have to respect that, and we move on. And so there's no questioning that this guy is a crazy athlete, aesthetic, He's building mass as well. You know, if I was an egotistical YouTuber who wanted the whole pie to myself, I would be threatened by him too. But actually, those of us who want to see others succeed who deserve it, would want to build people like Austin up. Do you have to listen to me? Of course you don't. But I just wanted to give my input as a sports scientist. And so I'm James Linker, Shredded Sports Science. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.